Hey guys, welcome to the Old Boys Podcast.
Hi guys, welcome to the Old Boys Podcast. This is
Oh.
Oh,
Well, I thought I would do it this time.
I was being an echo for you.
I was being an echo for you. I think we need to make out or something now. So, hey, this is Jared. That's Dan. That's the sound drink makes when you hold it to the microphone and shake it. And it has ice in it. Isn't that fun? We're all learning things today. Today is a weird episode for you guys. As you probably figured out if you listened to last episode and somehow got to the end, thank you if you did. You are a true patriot, and wherever you live, your government thanks you. Because, of course, all the governments are actually secretly working together.
Yeah, it's 1984, duh.
Yeah. To control the world.
Yes.
So, we watched a bunch of music videos.
Yes.
Before we talk about that and like maybe the reasons why Dan did this to me. No, some of them weren't that bad. Why don't we get into some news and stuff? This is going to be kind of a chill episode, guys.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait to chill. I've been fucking stressing out all week.
Yeah.
Just chilling right now.
This is chill time, all right?
Chill time.
Hey, put on your onesie, all right?
Is that how we all chill?
Get in your tub. Fill it with water? Yeah, fill it with water. Yeah. Take a bath with your clothes on.
Don't drop your
in a onesie.
Your TV in the bath that you just made.
No, that is the opposite of what we want to do, Dan.
I said don't.
Oh, don't. Yes. Always got to start listing things to not do to end your life?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm not doing that.
Don't do donuts in a car with a woman's boobs in your face.
That sounds relaxing, though.
Yeah.
What was that Nick Cage movie? I forget.
Mom and Dad.
Oh, Mom and Dad. Yeah, that's the reference. Also, did we say this is a movie podcast? It's usually a movie podcast.
This is a movie podcast. It's a moving images podcast. Therefore, music videos, which are moving images, still have the same thing. Listen, you know how many movie podcasts there
are? 13, I counted. I went in the internet and I said, how many movie podcasts are there, internet?
So
and it's like, it's 13.
Then
at
that point, is that a good thing or is it a good thing or a bad thing that we're 13? Right.
We're definitely number 13.
No, I'm pretty sure there's... Okay.
Far worse. Yes.
I know for a fact there are far worse than us.
I'm just not saying we're good.
But I'm not saying we're bad either. Okay, whatever.
So Dan, you had some stuff you wanted to tell us, right?
Yeah, so I watched a movie, and I think I had first and foremost,
hey, what are we watching movies right now?
Had I told you already to watch a movie called Clown?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I watched a movie during the Spookaweens Fest called Clown, and I'm like, holy shit, Joe would really like this movie. Because it's like a typical concept of a clown, and they develop its own lore, and the clown is fucking horrifying.
Oh,
and the clown is...
So I think I didn't see this.
It's like a demon.
It looked interesting.
Yeah, so the clown is like a demon, and like the suit is the clown's skin. And then there's this really intense moment in the film, like it's a long scene where all of your childhood nightmares come to life in that the clown is like haunting the ball pit of like a Chuck E. Cheese area.
No.
It's fucking awesome. You should. So if you want to watch like a shitty horror movie, but like where they pay attention to like, lore and stuff like that, watch Clown. It's pretty fucking great.
That sounds interesting. I watched a short a while ago about a man who got like attacked or bitten by a clown, and then he slowly becomes one.
Oh, that's the Willem Dafoe one where he just won't stop smiling or something.
Yeah, I forget. It was interesting. So I had a film I watched. Cut this out, I guess, if we already talked about it. But Halloween, I finally watched it.
Oh no, we haven't.
Did I talk about this on the podcast?
I have been wanting to talk about it on the podcast to you.
Okay. So this is the new Halloween film. Yes. This is the direct sequel to the first movie, which is it's basically what we call in the biz a soft reboot.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yes, I would, but at the same time, so would you say a hard reboot would be the Star Wars franchise? Or is that a soft reboot?
Nope, that's a soft reboot. So it's like we want to continue on with the story, but it's the same film.
It's the same film, but it did the same thing that the soft reboot of Star Wars did, where it's like, let's take a shit on all the other movies while we can do it.
Yeah, it's so, like
while
it
ignores all the fucking hard work that went into the sequels and making the sequels, because the sequels, they may have been dumb movies, but there was work done in the fucking writing of those scripts, I think. And to say, no, those never existed, but then make fun of each one in the film, or like just said, hey, look, we're reminding you of these other films. That pissed me off.
Well, I mean, in the first Halloween, Myers gets shot a bunch of times and thrown out a fucking window, and then they cut to him and he's not there.
Yeah.
So, like, in this new sequel, we're just supposed to assume he cut right to the jail cell.
Right.
Like, he's not there because the sheriffs came and picked him up. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I thought the movie was okay. It was pretty good. I was laughing a lot throughout different scenes. When they tried to use the different music stings to be scary, it was just funny.
I'll tell you what I laughed at a lot was the little kid that was being babysat.
Oh, yeah, but he was intentionally funny.
He made me laugh quite a bit. Like, he was pretty well written, and he played the part so well.
Well, here's the weird thing is there's a lot of scenes that just feel like mumblecore stuff, or like people are just kind of rambling at each other.
Here's something. I was researching, because I showed Creep for my Halloween night class, and I had to talk about mumblecore. And recently, in recent years, like the last couple of years, they made a subcategory of mumblecore called mumblegore, and these horror films that are mumblecore get fit into there. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Weird.
Just call it mumblecore, Jesus Christ. But I see what you mean by the whole mumblecore aesthetic. They definitely did feel like there were certain stretches.
What? Even more so, it's like those old Seth Rogen movies, where it's just like Seth Rogen and somebody else, they're like talking back and forth and none of it's in the script.
Yeah.
It's like that. And it's like you have this film of the horror or whatever, and we're learning about it, and it's almost a shot for shot remake. There's so many different scenes that are exactly the same as the original. Because I watched the original, then I watched this one.
Yeah. No, there were quite a bit of really good rehashes. One of my
some reversals, I guess.
Now, I will say that one of my favorite things that happened in this new one, but also it was a weird moment in the film where I fucking hated it but loved it all at the same time. If it were any other film, like if it were an original film, I would have loved the hell out of this. But because it was part of this franchise, I just got so angry at it. But the moment where the doctor like picks up Michael's mask and puts it on, I'm like, this is fucking great if it wasn't Halloween. Because I think it hurt the movie so much.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun. We're definitely spoiling this movie if you haven't figured it out already, so maybe skip a few minutes ahead.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. You already know what's happening.
When he turns on the sheriff and kills him, the doctor, it's the best part of the film. Because it's the only thing I didn't expect. And I'm like, this is pretty fucking awesome. And it made sense for his character to do this. They've been setting it up the whole time.
I like the fact that he killed him, but I don't like the fact that he's like, now it's me, and puts the mask on. It was so fucking dumb.
It's not really that. It's not that now it's him. It's he wants to feel the way Myers feels when he kills people.
That, but I felt like it was a little bit too put on. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not what the franchise needed.
Yeah, I guess so.
But that's just me.
I was sad that he killed him so fast. But I don't know. There's I'm not excited for another movie. is what I can really say about that
I
one.
completely agree with that.
It was okay. It's just everything feels so unnecessary with these films. We're just like, what are we even doing?
Well, okay, so
understand.
the new one I'm not excited for, 100%. I mean, I saw both Halloweens, the Rob Zombie ones, in theaters whenever they came out because it was like a very fresh take. It was like, it was somebody who's like, I love this franchise, but I also want to make my own movie. And he made two of them. And they were both very big departures from the franchise, which I respected because it was a departure from the franchise. Yes, it was like a creative interpretation.
Taking a risk.
Yeah. So I like that a lot. I mean, there were a lot of pitfalls in the second one, especially, but like it still was a cohesive movie, which I appreciated. This one, I really don't care about the second one if they make a second one. But I will say that I do want to see a second It only because the continuation makes them adults. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm down for the new It movie. I'm down for new Pet Cemetery.
That movie.
You see the trailer for that? It's fucking insanely good.
Yes. That's what I was saying. And then the one for Suspiria looks good too. I want to go, like, I may go this weekend to see Suspiria.
I want to see that. I got that. I got Mandy. I got so many goddamn movies.
And then I watched a movie that we can talk about that you've been trying to get me to watch. Hereditary.
Oh, yay. Hereditary.
So
that's a good movie.
This has to be one of the slowest horror movies I've ever seen. That I was engaged the entire time. Like, I didn't want to stop watching. And I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. It is a pretty big nightmare. I was not I knew the girl was going to die. I just was not expecting the way in which she died, which was pretty cool. And I liked the ending a lot. But I will say one of the film's strengths is it makes you horrified with scenes that happen in broad daylight. Yeah. Like the scene in the fucking classroom where he starts busting his head open on the desk.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It's fucking crazy. I love. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. To be honest,
I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites.
Really fucking good.
I wouldn't even call it my top 10, but I do like. I appreciate what it was trying to do.
It's one of those movies I've been meaning to go and watch again because I feel like I can get more out of it now that I know what's going on. And watch it again.
It was easy to figure out. Like it left enough. It left enough breadcrumbs for you to be like, oh, they're trying to make the like you don't know until the very end that they're trying to summon a demon, but they leave enough for you to know that the grandma was trying to utilize the little girl as something.
Yes,
which was I did like they kept you in the dark well enough to like kind of understand that, but in terms of being a favorite, I can't call it a favorite. I don't know. It was good. That's all I can say. It didn't tickle my pickle,
the tension and the drama that they build just through like their family dynamic.
Yeah,
is so fucking scary.
You're right, because one of my favorite scenes is whenever the mom finally starts yelling at the son. And it's like a fair yelling. It's like she's not blaming him. She's
at the table.
She's just getting her frustration out.
Horrifying, and it's
so good.
Nothing really scary is happening. You're just like, this is a really intense family drama about these fucked up people, and it just everything keeps spiraling into an inevitable path that the grandmother has set everyone on. She's like, all of you have to go to this one spot. It's already been preordained. You're all fucked. You're cursed. And it's just like everything they try to do is leads them to doom. And I liked the weird thing of like them with the miniatures, how like they'd mix.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Sometimes the cutaways were actually miniatures and not the real house. I fucking love shit like that. I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff like that. So that's why I kind of want to watch it again. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really think that movie is fantastic. But we're not here to talk about goddamn movies.
You're right.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so before we get into these music videos, how exactly did you want to review them?
Oh, I just wanted to because I picked some of my favorite music videos as well as some of the videos that I find like very interesting formally. So like these are all, they all have some kind of special place in my heart. So we all know that my first impressions are like, let's jerk off on them. So let's not necessarily go into first impressions. Let's just talk about like each one, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what you think the interpretation of it is. That's where I'm going.
So we'll go through each one on the list. Dan gave us 10 here, and I'm sure
11,
we're going to post the list of movies. I also did a little bonus thingamajig for like the Billboard Top 100. I didn't do all 100. Relax, guys.
This is gonna be a long episode. Why don't you buckle in?
Number 87. No, I only picked the top 5. And I think I'd like to do this again, Dan, but maybe I'll try to find some music videos for you. Since
yeah, that'd be great.
I
love music videos. Well, that's why, because I there were so many more that I could chosen from.
Yeah,
I just picked like 10 that I really like.
That you could chosen from?
That I could have chosen from, yes. So Wax by California. So the first 5 that we're going to do is something that I call one-take music video, where it is a continuous take of film where they put a music video over it. And a lot of the times these are hard to do, but sometimes, like in the case of the first one, it's slow motion. Mm-hmm. And it's very interesting. Also, it's directed by the guy who did Being John Malkovich.
Lars von Trier. Yep, Lars von Trier. That's right. Yeah, the scene where the man running on fire smashes his dick with a rock. Pretty profound.
It's okay. So the first film that we watched was Wax by California by Wax.
I'm gonna move to Southern California. Got me right in a reason to ignore you.
And it's directed by Spike Jonze, who also directed the music video for Tenacious D's Wonder Boy. But he's a film director who he did Being John Malkovich, and there was another one that he did.
Cool.
He also does a lot of Beastie Boys videos.
Beastie Boys!
Wax, Jared. I know what I like, but what is your first impressions?
I thought the song was pretty good.
I love Wax.
It's a simple enough song. It's catchy. On second listening, I liked it even more.
Yeah,
It kind of grows on you.
Oh, it does. That's like, as soon as I watched this video, I'm like, oh, this song's all right. And then I just in love with the song by the 10th time I saw it.
I've found that these songs, just songs in general that are designed for anyone to like, if you just want a good song, the more you listen to it, even if you're not into it, you will eventually like the song.
Oh yeah,
I
of course,
really do
wonderful.
believe that.
That's why, like, I put pop songs on here because, like, I just fall in love with these fucking pop songs.
Yeah, and there's some songs that are just immediately you're already like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And other songs you're kind of like, this is okay. I'm sure if I listened to it enough, it would get good. But like, why do that?
Right.
I guess. So the whole music video for California is this man running in slow-mo on fire, which is pretty fun. Yeah, it's all in one take. And there's
doesn't seem to be
in California.
Doesn't seem to be having a care in the world, except for the fact that he's late for something because he checks his watch at one point.
Yeah. He's late.
Oh, and there's one of my favorite scenes of the movie is like he's about to run in a puddle and he jumps over it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
If you pay really close attention to his feet, like there's a gigantic puddle. He's like, oh, better get out of that.
That's pretty great. And a lot of the song, if you read the lyrics, is mainly about just getting away from a relationship.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's such a sad song.
And then kind of regretting going to California because it's, I guess, shitty. I don't know. It's a city.
Well, no,
all cities are fucking hard.
It is a city, but like my band has a song about how California sucks. And like one of the lyrics is, well, I guess I better move back to Florida where life is kind of sort of. So like everywhere you go is just shit.
Well, we can find a lot of people who say Florida's shit too. So, but I enjoyed it. I don't know how I missed this growing up. I feel like this seems like a very seminal music video. Reading the comments people left about it, a lot of people were very touched by this music video when they were younger.
Really?
That's what a lot of the comments.
I didn't know this until I didn't really comment to this until grad school because I really started studying one-take music videos.
Oh, okay, yeah. People were very into this music video, but yeah, I liked it. I love the ending of the little kid at the end who's just kind of sitting there all sad. It just gave me that vibe.
Basically, there's it's a tracking shot of this guy on fire who we're just like we're driving past in slow motion, and as he rounds the corner, the camera kind of follows him, and then it pans past him, and we realize we're in a car, and then there's a little tiny girl in the back seat who's just kind of bored.
Yes.
So she's been watching this guy on fire the whole time, and her takeaway is like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. It kind of made me think of like maybe she's kind of stuck there too. I don't know.
Right. I mean, that's
they're
really
all just
what I
kind
got out
of
of it as well.
in a place they don't want to be. And that's relatable to where, like, if you're born somewhere, even if it's California, you're kind of like, I just want to get out of this fucking place and go somewhere else. I can understand that. Speaking of one-take shots, Stan, there is a show that is on Netflix right now. I think it's called The House on Haunted. It's not The House on Haunted Hill. It's something
The
like
Haunting
that.
of
Hill House. The Haunting
yeah.
of Hill House. Based on a book, I believe. It's a pretty damn good show.
Is it?
The more I'm watching it, the more I'm really liking it. It's not especially super scary. There are some stuff. It takes an investment to actually get scared.
Okay.
It's just enjoyable. I'm enjoying watching all the different the stories. It does some very interesting things with the telling of a haunted house because it tells what happens after an experience of living in a haunted house and the repercussions of that. And how like these ghosts or terrible things are kind of following them throughout their lives, and how they all affected them, and it's pretty fascinating. I'm enjoying it. But there is a scene, there's a pivotal moment. I won't spoil it, where all the characters of the house have to come back together again, and most of the first part of the this whole episode, really, it's all one long. One tracks.
Okay.
So like the first 15 minutes is a continuous shot that never breaks. And then they'll do like some nice editing, and cut to like something else. And now that whole chunk is just like a long 10 minutes of they never cut. And they're still trying to do supernatural shit. And I don't know if they use special effects. Cause like there's a scene where a character is supposed to appear as a little boy, like his younger self and his older self. And the camera's moving around and like cuts away from them. But not like a real cut. Just like
how many
moving.
episodes in is that?
Maybe 6 or 7.
Okay.
In the, kind of the middle. And then when they cut back, the person's an adult, and I'm like, did they make the little kid walk out of the room, and then the adult walk back in, or is it special effects? I don't know.
It's possible. I'm not quite sure.
It's cool, but
I need to watch it.
It was kind of intense to see an entire 40-minute movie or episode like that, where it's all one shots. Very bizarre. I enjoyed it though. But yeah, that show's very good. I know it kind of came off like I was saying I didn't like it, but I'm actually really enjoying it. Well, it's just not super scary, I guess. Fantastic. Are you guys enjoying the music video so far?
Yes.
Okay, number 2.
So the other thing that I wanted to bring up really quickly about California is like, California is the place where people, are in a hurry all the time, or it's one of the big places, LA, essentially, Southern California. And, it's just like the metaphor for being on fire and having to get somewhere, it's just like, duh. That's all I need to say. So the next one is Lonely Boy by the Black Keys. Had you seen this one before without me showing it to you?
I have not.
Really?
But I like the Black Keys.
So this is a very popular music video because this guy's such an amateur dancer. So this features, what's his name? I don't know what his name is. I should know it.
I don't know who that guy is. It has 88 million views though.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
I love this music video. Like if I had seen this, I probably would have gotten up and danced with this guy because of how earnest he is about dancing. It's so fucking great.
It was really fun. So the gist of it is some dude is like at a hotel or something. I don't know what, but he's just dancing to the song and singing it. Just doing karaoke. That's it.
Yeah, it's just one take of him doing it, and it's like, it's so fucking good. But did you notice at about, like, do you have it open?
No, I don't.
Open it up and go to about minute marker 29 seconds.
Okay.
And this is what I love so much about it. It's like at 29 seconds in, like, if you're going to make a one-take music video wherever, you have to be ready for anything to happen. And if you look in the background right below the office, like in the office window, there's a woman that just appears and she's like, "Oh shit, they're filming," and goes back really quick.
Oh, I do remember that. Yep.
Yes.
I do remember
so
this.
fucking
Yeah,
great.
that is my favorite scene.
It's so good.
Where the lady pokes her head out.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
surprised
like very
she
early.
put her head away so fast.
I know. She's like, "Oh, there's a camera. Oh no." But it's so early, and it's like, wow, that was great. And then you just get to watch this guy dance forever.
And it's got so many views, and everyone's like complimenting him and being really nice and saying he's a good dancer and stuff. It's really fun. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, okay. He's not a professional dancer by any means.
No,
but what is
no
the
way.
opposite of a professional? But an amateur, and the word amateur means lover. So he's only dancing because he loves to dance, not because he's getting paid to.
Yes,
which is
and
that's what makes it so special.
I am a sucker for happy, sad songs, you know,
Oh,
or, you know, that kind of shit. And the song is pretty depressing.
Oh, it's extremely depressing.
I mean,
Black Keys are very good at making happy, sad songs.
Yeah. Oh, I love that shit.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's about his unrequited love and just kind of being in a shitty relationship that you're not getting. There's no reciprocation.
Oh, interesting. Have you noticed a trend in these music videos yet?
And stuff Dan likes.
They're all very sad music videos.
Oh
no,
yeah.
they're all very happy songs with interesting music videos.
Yeah.
But all the lyrics are just terrifyingly depressing about love.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also Wax. Do you recommend them as a band? I don't know anything about Wax.
I'm only just now getting into them because I'm like, oh, man, I really like that song. So I listened to their entire album that California came off of. If you like that genre of music, the kind of like post-punky punk stuff, I guess is what they are.
Post-punky punk? Punky Brewster?
Punk starf.
Snarf?
They're not Snarf? They're not
Snarf?
Traditional punk. Like they're not fucking Black Flag or whatever.
No, I feel you.
They're like skater punk and like
California punk, dude.
California. Like I like that shit. Like I don't know. It's like a
surfer
like,
punk.
Yeah, I'll listen to it on days that I'm like kind of in a mood, you know. So I guess I would recommend at least the album that California comes off of. I just forgot the name of it. It was like 13 something or whatever.
Looks like Danny's in a mood.
I know,
He's
right?
got California by Wax on. Ooh. He's got his baseball cap on backwards. What's he doing? He's crazy. Now, how would you recommend the Black Keys? I mean, this is an obvious question.
Oh, I love the Black Keys.
The Black Keys are great.
they're
If you don't know the
fucking
Black
amazing.
Keys already, come on. What are you doing?
Now, I will say
Everyone
this
knows
next
them. What are we
one.
doing?
This next one, I for a long time I only liked the video, but I forgot about it.
Yes.
And then I listened to it again like last month, and I'm like, I really like this fucking song. I started to really dig this music that this art like. So okay, Architecture in Helsinki is the name of the band, and It's Five is the name of the song.
It's
the next one.
Stranger, danger, danger, stranger, when you gonna follow through?
The mistake it'll make of the rain cloud covers above your house. Still feeling the focus on the flames go. Have I failed to impress you?
And it's another song about like love sucking.
Yeah.
And it's an Australian pop group, so it sounds all like happy and like and like at first I didn't like it, but now I'm listening, I'm like, I really like the song and the way it plays with the music video so well.
It's very bizarre. So the entire thing is there are people dancing in a circle in these like red shirts, and they're singing to the camera. Nonsense, basically.
Nonsense.
And the camera's spinning in a circle with them, and you're kind of getting dizzy with them as they do this.
You're missing one crucial element.
Yes.
And I think it's because they're all pop stars, right? But
oh, yeah, you're right. I know.
they're all like fucking beat the fuck up.
Yeah,
it looks
they're
like they all
bruised,
just
they have
got out of a
black eyes
fight
and their bloody noses and
and
shit.
like lost
Yeah.
teeth. It's so fucking great.
It's weird. So it's kind of, I think it's poking at being in social situations and trying to find connections with people.
Mm-hmm.
And how that can be a fucking challenge, especially if you're in the dating game.
Which is why I
it's
brought it
rough.
back to love, where it's like, early stages of, affection.
It's hard to get that from the lyrics, though, because I read the lyrics and they are fucking nonsense. They're
Right.
very abstract.
Well, that's
You
why
really
like,
have
you
to
know,
extrapolate.
you go and you really have to interpret it the way you want to. So how I kind of interpreted it was I was already reading a lot of stuff about love. I'm like, oh, I can make these connections.
Yes, yeah. So we don't really know. I don't know. It's the music video.
It's unfortunately very low quality because it's been
Yeah.
uploaded so many times and downloaded
Yes.
and uploaded.
It was making me dizzy.
Well, that's the point
That's
of it.
probably not
That's
good.
one of the reasons. Well, if their whole idea was to make you dizzy, then they succeeded for sure.
If that was the filmmaker's intent, then they
Well, you
have
know that was the
achieved
fucking
that.
filmmaker's intent.
I liked how the guy throws up at the end.
Oh, yeah,
that
it's
was
beautiful.
kind of nice. It was okay. I don't think I'll be looking for architecture in Helsinki anytime soon or trying to look up any of their shit.
Yeah, I would
But
say
you're
that
saying
that's
you like
definitely it's a guilty pleasure of mine, but I did end up liking him. Now, this next one, Jared, we're going to spend a little bit of time on because this is my favorite music video of all time so far.
Okay.
This is called God From Your Mouth by God Lives Underwater.
Sometimes life's not fair. I correct myself. I mean, all the time. I feel like complaining, but it only bothers you. The things I do and make your blood run cold.
Mm-hmm.
And it features Yoshi Kobayashi. If you do not know who he is, he was a famous competitive eater from the 90s.
Oh, okay. I was like,
And
who is this guy?
He's a Japanese speed eater, essentially.
Yes.
And it's directed by Francis Ford Coppola's son, Roman Coppola.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, right. You do some research. You're like, holy shit, this is all fucking crazy.
So the entire video is this guy sitting at a table in a white room, and
Wearing
he
a
is
white
eating
shirt.
food in reverse, basically.
He's eating food, but very specifically, he's eating single items of food that have been plated in front of him on single plates. So there's a plate that has a hard-boiled egg. There's a plate that has a celery stalk. There's a plate that has a banana, and they're all like just a gigantic table in front of him of all these singly plated foods.
Yes.
So he's eating all of them, but the gimmick of this video is, as he's eating it, like they filmed it and they zoomed in on it, but the film is shot or played in reverse.
Yes.
So it's a one take of him just pulling shit out of his mouth, which, if you're not ready for it, can be very unsettling.
It's weird. He did some things that didn't seem like they were in reverse too, which were interesting.
Yeah,
and I
like
don't
the
know how
drinking
they
of the
did
water.
that.
It's just that's how it looks whenever it's in reverse. Like that's how
Really?
it is. Yeah.
Because there's some scenes where it looks like he picks up water and drinks it normally and then puts it down. And I'm like,
Yeah,
is that
that's
in
just how
reverse?
because it's not a lot of fluid levels that he's drinking, so it literally looks like he's just regularly drinking, like that motion of drinking, because you don't see like that big of a discrepancy in the water level. The motion looks the same of putting it up and
So yeah,
or pulling it down.
it was interesting. I kind of got bored of it after a while, to be honest.
Okay.
I did perk up near the end when it was revealed that he was in fact in the movie The Cube, and that this was only one of the rooms that he had to solve so he could move to the next cube.
Now, I'll tell you
what
why
I
I
thought
like
was
this.
really stupid was
Okay.
when they really zoomed out and we saw the two white nerds with dreadlocks.
No,
kind of
the
staring
guys
at you at
like
the
so
end of the video.
that is the band God Lives Underwater.
Yeah,
That's-
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured they were.
And they
the
just kind of look at
band.
each other. Yeah, we did that. So here's
Oh.
why I like this so much.
Okay.
I think it is a very intense critique of capitalism, because we have somebody who
Whoa.
looks nothing like an American at all.
Uh-huh.
Like, very not white.
Mm-hmm.
You would argue that's what Japanese people look like, right?
Not white.
Yes,
Yeah.
very not white, like
Okay.
very, very distinct looking. So you have somebody like that, and they are taking perfect examples of Americanized food and pulling them out, like regurgitating them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like this
Not
really
me.
weird, like, we're going to make things happen in a way that is being plated so perfectly, but he's pulling it out of, so it's like Japan is regurgitating all these perfect products for us.
Yes. Yeah.
And then putting them on plates
Mm-hmm.
that we can be like, oh, that's a fucking good boiled egg. Oh, look at this banana. Look at this ice cream. And like everything was so perfect. You know, like that ice cream cone was one of the most perfectly scooped ice cream cones I've ever seen.
So what you're saying is, Dan, is we need to be less
More like
globalist and more nationalist. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the film is critiquing nationalism. Jesus.
Oh shit! Shouldn't they have done it with a Chinese
They should
professional
have,
leader?
but they didn't.
That would have made more sense since we get everything from them when we owe them so much fucking money.
Yeah, and God, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on the podcast before, but like the concept of money in the world is basically
And debt.
China owns everything, but everything is essentially numbers in a computer that China can just like click away our economy just like that. Like, that's how horrifying it is.
Well, I kind of think of it as it's just like the debt doesn't mean anything. I know we're getting a little weird right now.
No. That's what we call modern monetary theory, because debt, if you really think about it, debt means absolutely nothing. God,
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking talk about this right now. Just go look
No,
up.
we don't have to talk about this at all.
Just go look up MMT. Just go do that. Everybody who's listening, just go do.
Go
it.
do
It's
DMT?
totally fine.
Jesus, Dan.
MMT. All right, next one. King Tuff, The Other. This one was very slow.
Stuck in traffic on my way to no particular place. No agenda, no master plan, no important dates. No reason to be alive at all, as far as I can tell.
But how did you like
Okay.
it?
Dan,
Yes.
I don't know who the fuck King Tuff is,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to know him.
Really?
And I want to be a part of his life. And I
You
want
like
to
this
hold
a
his
lot?
hand and I want to walk with him into the woods and meet the other. Because this song is fucking amazing.
This song is fucking great. So I was
Everything
kind of like
about it.
iffy about it because it is very slow and the music video is super slow, but the payoff is just incredible.
So far, out of all the music videos we watched, this is the most like, in terms of like film and everything, that I purely enjoyed watching what I was
Mhm.
seeing. Like, this is so interesting. And if you can make something this interesting with like nothing going on. So it's an orange sunset to where you can't even really see the sky or
It's
anything.
just
It's just
silhouettes,
orange and then everything
And
else
trees.
is black.
Yeah.
Yeah, black silhouette. And it's this girl walking through like a park and there's some woods or whatever, and then a car pulls up. A man gets out, which you're not sure if it's a man or not at first. I think it's the lead singer.
Mm-hmm.
The girl takes him by the hand. They go off into the woods, and he goes and sits down at what I think is a park bench, but now I believe it's a piano.
It's a piano.
And
yeah.
he starts playing the piano, and then the girl dances for a bit, and then she disappears into like a bird.
Mhm.
And then the main character disappears into a bunch of birds.
After they
and-
zoom in on it, and it's all one fucking take. So how
Yes.
they did this was beyond me. It was
Really
I've
cool
never
editing.
seen a music video like this.
And
It
what
was
I love
fucking
too
crazy.
is because the more you zoom in with a camera, at least a digital camera, I don't know how other camera, like professional cameras work, but the closer you get, the more shaky things get.
yeah.
But they used that as part of what's happening with the
Mm-hmm.
film. It's like the more intense things are getting, the camera just starts to shake, and it's just like it's like
Mhm.
he's rippling out of existence, and then
It
he gets
was
torn apart
beautiful.
into birds.
Yeah, that's like
Um,
that's a new one that I like really like, and that came out maybe last year.
Holy shit!
It's
It's so good.
It's crazy.
Who? If anyone's saying that there's no good music anymore, you're fucking dumb.
Yeah,
You're a
King
big
Tuff
old
is pretty
dummy.
sick. I do like King Tuff quite a bit.
There's
I don't know
always new
too
music
much
out
of his
there that's
stuff. I've
good.
only listened to that album that came off of, which is called The Other.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh my
the music video is King Tuff, or The Other by King Tuff.
I'm not explaining it well enough. You just have to go watch it.
It's a 6-minute slow burn, but just let it burn because it's pretty. It's pretty out there.
Because for a lot of these so far, I had them in windowed mode, and I was just kind of like, watching them while I'm like reading the lyrics or taking
Mm-hmm.
notes. This one, as soon as it started, I was like, oh, okay. And then I full screened it, and I just sat there and watched it. I'm like, all right, what's
Nice.
happening?
I'm
And
glad
I
I
just
got you
watched
with
the
one of
whole
them.
thing. I watched it a few times.
Nice.
It's really good. I want to listen to all his music now and check it out. I don't know how it's going to compete with that song.
Speaking of music, have you heard the new Improv for Humans music episode with Hop Along?
No, I haven't.
Listen to it. They are my new favorite band.
Hop Along, huh?
It's led by a woman who has one of the most insane voices I've ever heard, and I'm obsessed with one of the songs that they sing called "Well Dressed."
This is the newest
musical episode of Improv for Humans. So it's one episode deep, I think.
Okay, maybe text me the actual title so I don't have to hunt for it. Anyways, we can do that later. Okay, but yes, insane. The next.
Okay, so we are getting out of One Take music videos and going into just music videos I find formerly interesting. So this is one of Queens of the Stone Age's most recent music videos. It's not off their most recent album. It's not off of Villains. It's off of A Light Clockwork. It's Smooth Sailing. This one utilizes GoPros quite a bit. How did you feel about that?
I thought, because I liked Queens of the Stone Age.
Yes.
I used to really like them when I was younger.
They're one of my favorite bands for sure.
Yes. They tended, like David Bowie, sometimes they do some albums that are super weird because they're just like, we're going to do some new shit.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly which album this one is off of.
The one, this is from Like Clockwork. It's not their most recent release, but it's the one that came out a couple years ago.
So this one definitely tells a complete story. I was very entertained by it. I enjoyed it. I like the camera work. I like the GoPros. It really gave you a sense of.
Can you tell me, Jared, what the story is?
So it's a group of businessmen. They all seem Japanese businessmen, and the lead singer, of course, is there.
Yes.
And they're all kind of doing a typical Japanese bussman.
I think it's Korean, actually.
Oh, it's Korean? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go out and get drunk, and they put the ties in their head, and they're like, they're all in their suits, and they're just having fun because their jobs are tough. But things start to spiral dramatically out of control, and it fits so well with the lyrics of them just letting their cares go away, and they're like, it'll be fine, whatever, let's just do whatever we want, and how bad that can be.
Yes.
Just how dark things get. And it has some very cool visuals when the guy is on drugs or whatever he did, with the crazy phantom faces, and there's a dog with human arms or something. I forget what that is. Oh, it was so fucking weird. And this man basically kills two people with a golf club in a back alley, and then his friends, as they're sobering up, they're all burying the two bodies.
Yes. God.
So it's just
like you were saying
chaos.
before, this film or this one definitely does give you a good feeling of what it means to be drunk. I think that's because of how they anchored the GoPro onto each person that it was anchored onto, and they edited out all the rods and whatever. But it's a very stiff motion because it's very anchored onto them. But because of the way they're moving, it feels very jilted and things like that. So I think that's what you're talking about.
A jilted lover. Yes. No, I agree. It was really fun. I enjoyed this a lot.
Lover.
Jilted lover.
No,
You're gonna discover. That's not a song. I just made that up. I don't know if I really have much else to say about it. I mean, go watch it. It's really fun.
Yeah, go watch it. Out of all the ones so far, besides King Tuff and the other, Queens of the Stone Age Smooth Sailing, please. Very entertaining. Wildly entertaining.
Oh, yeah. I enjoyed it. The next one, Sia by Sia, is
I pronounce it Sia.
Heart. And this one,
skin. Oh yeah, this is the one that Shia LaBeouf came back in, like I promised you.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf is He puts himself in everything. I'm fine with it because I don't know how this happened. I know I say this every time we talk about Shia LaBeouf, but I grew from not liking him because he was in Transformers to this guy is a legit actor, and I like him a lot, and he needs to be in more things.
So I have to tell you, like, I have to ask you, like, how did you like this music video?
It's really good. I liked it.
I cry almost every single time I watch this music video.
Damn.
Because whenever I first heard this song, I just thought it was a dumb love song. And then after I watched this, I'm like, holy shit, this is about her dad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, you can interpret it a lot of different ways. I was reading
with the visual of an older man. It's like, oh my God, this is, and then oh my God. Okay, so basically, it's just interpretive dance between Shia LaBeouf and this other girl that's in all of Sia's music videos.
Yeah, she's a professional dancer.
Yeah, it's like the facial expressions that each one of them make, the going outside of the bars and he can't follow her, and then him screaming at the top of his lungs, but you never hear it. You just hear the music. And then his athleticism, like that one scene where he like climbs all the way up the fucking thing and hangs her. I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. Did you say they were in a cage? I forget. Yeah, so basically they're in a big cage. It's like a big bird cage of things. I mean, like out of all the videos on this list, almost everybody probably would have seen this video. Like it's a very popular video, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's as popular as Lonely Boy. Let me go check.
Some of these have like billion views. Like Childish Gambino has astronomically huge views.
Yeah, so C is almost at 1 billion.
Yeah, it's goddamn. And super talented. It does seem like the song is kind of a love song, but the music video is telling you something completely different. It's very confusing.
That's what I love about, like, that's why I think music videos should be considered their own specific art form.
Yes.
Because you have the inspiration from the music and the lyrics, but you can interpret it and you can make it something brand new.
Yeah.
Which, that's why I appreciate this so much.
And man, it was so fucking cool, and it was very sad that like the end where they just kind of, the song was over and they're just kind of there and she's struggling to, it was almost like she was struggling to get away from him. First she was trying to get him through the cage outside. Then she was trying to get away from him. Then it seemed like she was sad that he gave up.
And
he was a moment where he's just hanging there crying.
I'm already like, and
she's like, no, keep trying. This could be about relationships. It could be about...
It's a tumultuous thing. It's a tumultuous, like, okay, so she goes away from him. He can't get her. She's pissed off that won't get, or she's sad that he gave up. And then the very end where he's like hanging on to her for dear life. And then she's just like, no, you have to let me go. Like, this is it. It's like, oh my God, that final blow to the heart. And he's crying.
Totally
he's such a good crying. It's so convincing.
It's a very bizarre music video. I did enjoy it. I watched a few other of Sia's music videos, like the Chandelier one.
I love her
fucking
so much.
Song.
She is going to be doing all the music for that new Natalie Portman musical called Vox Lux. And C is doing all of the new music, like all new music.
Damn, is she talented?
She's crazy.
Motherfucker. She's so good. And that dancer is really good too. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So the next one, Mastodon, the Motherload.
I can see what the world has done to you. I can feel the way, I can see what this life has handed you.
Okay, this is my second favorite music video of all time.
Danny.
Not because.
Danny.
Okay, if you haven't seen this music video, stop right now and go watch it before we talk about it. Okay, I think this music video, if I didn't like From Your Mouth so much, it would be my you know what? I'll make the announcement now. This is my favorite fucking music video of all time. It's so ingenious what they do. Mastodon, so it's called, you already said what it is. Mastodon is like they're not a comedy rock band, or comedy metal band, but their personalities are just so fucking out there that they just don't give a shit about anything. And their music, if you like metal, like I love Mastodon so much, and this song I love. It reminds me of Ozzy Osbourne, like in his later years, and it's like, oh my god, this is great. So the music video starts off as a typical, stupid metal video with all this vague imagery that you're like,
Satan and like people chained up,
Satan,
and, like,
people being chained up. Like cross is happening, this fat guy that's just staring into the camera, and like thorns everywhere, and you're like, oh my god, this is awesome because I love metal. And then as soon as the first chorus hits, they just pan over from all the metal shit, and there's fucking twerking girls with
big
gigantic ass
booty bitches,
and they're just twerking to this metal chorus. It makes me laugh so much.
It's fucking crazy. What made me laugh is when the medieval people were still trying to do the medieval stuff. Like there's a guy crouching behind a rock,
fighting with it,
and there's like a giant devil man like standing like around the corner. He's like, "I'm gonna get you," and he's like, "Oh no!" And there's like a big old butt in his face. He can't even see the devil anymore. It's just like shaking his face. So it felt like this film was definitely trying to tackle addiction and how like that can like override whatever you're trying to do. Like,
right.
So this could maybe in this case sex addiction. I don't know.
Oh yeah, sex
or
addiction
infidelity.
for sure. But like just this, my favorite part. Like I don't like I care about the meaning in this film so much as the form, where it's like the silliness of it. It was like a Monty Python sketch almost to me.
Yes.
Where we took something that's completely metal and just like nobody would like this except for metal fans, and then we brought in the hip hop aspect that's super popular now. And
So
I love how the band is just so serious the whole time too, while they're like singing.
I thought it was okay. Like I thought the gag was funny once I figured it out, but I did kind of get bored halfway through. I'm just like, all right, because it goes on for a while. You get a lot of butts.
There are a lot of butts.
Please tell me that not all their music videos are like this.
Oh no! All their music videos are like really trippy and weird, but this one, I just like the gimmick of it. Like it
was okay. So this next one, unless you have something to talk about, I don't have anything to talk about it. It's The Strokes by Reptilia.
Oh, Reptilia. So the reason why I said we should watch this one is it's one of the few music videos that like really challenges performance. So whenever you see a performance music video, you typically see the band playing, right? What did you notice about this?
I mean, they're playing.
Well, that's it. They're playing. You don't see them. You just see the instruments, like a close.
Yeah, it's like close-ups with
all
their feet
close-ups
on
on
the pedals.
instruments. It's like, how did they make this interesting? I mean, for maybe you, it wasn't interesting. For me, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
I see what you're saying. So it's like they focused on like their faces and like their hands. They didn't actually do a wide shot.
Yeah, and like exactly. There's never a wide shot. There's only like just faces and that's it.
And it was interesting. Like they had like some colors and I don't know. It was it's a good song. I like The Strokes. Reptilia is a good song, but I was kind of watching this going like,
yeah,
it just seems like a music video to me. I don't know.
I get it.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Can we talk about the next one?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. IDGAF is a song.
I don't give a fuck.
By Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Really old right now because I don't know.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa, is that it?
No, it's Dua Lipa.
I want to say that I need to know who this singer is because this was fucking great.
This music video is intense. It's crazy.
I love this singer's style. I fucking love everything about her. She's fucking cool.
You should definitely look her up then.
She's the coolest fucking lady. so far on this list of like all these lead singers. She's so fucking rad. And this song is great. I mean, it's a song about, relationships again, which is pretty well-worn subject, but just everything about it, the style and goddamn, the choreography is really great.
Right.
It's people in suits. There's 2 different colored suits, and they're all the same person. It's just like doubles of everybody.
It's 2 different. It's one dance crew essentially with her at the lead, but they double them. But essentially, how they oh my god, the way they did this music video is intense. So they film both of the people. They film both crews. And then they edit them together to make it look like it's kind of a one-take music video.
Yeah.
And there's times where they push each other. And you're like, that was really
interact.
well done. Yeah.
It's weird. I'm assuming maybe they had other people in like green screen or something, or somewhere for them to touch off of. I don't know. But they did a really good job. And she's just so fucking cool. Like, I want to listen to more of her music now just so I can see some more crazy shit.
She is one of my more favorite. She's one of my more liked newer artists for sure.
Man, yeah, she's fucking rad. And it's just a song about like a man cheating on her and trying to get her back, and she's kind of like, fuck off. And I'm
basically,
like, hell yeah.
most of her music it's either she's been cheated on, or she's about to like one of her music videos called "Blow Your Mind."
Yeah.
So it's like either she's been cheated on, or she's meeting you in the club for her first time, and then she's fucking hot shit.
Oh my god, she is though. She's so fucking. She is the hot shit. But yeah, I can't praise her enough. She's fucking rad. So number 11.
Yes.
We already talked about it a little bit. This is America by Childish Gambino,
a.k.a. Donald Glover, a.k.a.
I fucking love Donald Glover.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap.
What's that one? Derek comedy sketch. I heard what you said.
Can you believe that he came
He
from
started, sketch
us
comedy.
watching Derek comedy, and like that was, I didn't know anybody else who knew about that.
Yeah.
And he just fucking exploded. He's a superstar now.
Yeah,
He's
it was
beyond a movie star.
I think it was Derek comedy, then Community.
Yeah,
or like
Community. Writing on 30 Rock was what really got his career going.
Oh, and then he went to Community, and I guess he did Community at the same time as doing Childish Gambino, because that's been around for a while too, I think.
Yeah.
And now
then,
he's like the star of Solo.
Yeah, and he did Atlanta, which is a really good show.
Really?
And man, he's so fucking talented.
He is. He really is.
I'm
But
very jealous
this
of him. Can
video-
you tell?
Oh my god. This video is one of the most intense videos, like music videos I've ever seen.
Definitely go watch it immediately. It's a very intense critique on how America is right now and how we distract ourselves with social media and with the news and everything else, and we're not paying attention to all the really intense, terrible things that are going on.
Also,
and people just kind of forget.
Most of those terrible and intense things have to do with African Americans.
Yes.
And like that, oh my god, he brings so many different elements into it. Like he uses traditional African music at the beginning, and it's like it's like this wonderful, almost personal chant, and then like you remember
it's very
that one
personal.
scene? Do you remember that scene where in Into the Inferno, the Herzog documentary?
Yes.
Where he just films them singing their songs at night, their ritual. That's what this reminds me of. And it harkens back to that idea where it's like there are multiple cultures in this fucking country that we have, and we're just ignoring it all.
Oh yeah. It's very intense. I mean, there's so many other people who have dissected this music video. There's so much to unpack. I definitely recommend watching it.
This video also has like the first, I'm gonna say minute, it's just a long take. It's not a single take video, but like it goes past that guy playing guitar, and then it zooms up on him, and then he walks back, and then he pulls out a fucking gun and just
shoots the dude because he's got a bag on his head. Well, what's even more insane is like the choir singing, and then he takes the AK and shoots them all after the choir. It's like he's murdering, like the wholesome part of the music. Like whenever the song gets too happy and catchy, he's like, now I'm gonna fucking kill it all, and all of that becomes.
And then it's very
still
drony. It's
so
like
relevant.
Woom, woom, woom,
Yeah.
woom. Oh my god.
And it's just man, the song is way relevant still already.
Oh yeah.
Going on now, and it's I wanted to read some of the lyrics at the end because they really freaked me out. And in the music video, when he's running down the dark hall and he's getting chased by all those people, is so scary.
Oh my god, it is so scary.
But it's hard to hear what the lyrics are because they kind of are like whisper saying. But he says something to the extent, I'm reading it here. You just a black man in this world. You just a barcode. And he says that again. He says, driving expensive foreigns. You just a big dog. I kennelled him in the backyard. No proper life for a dog, for a big dog. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Wow. Oh, man. And then the song is so intense, but then also so catchy, where you're kind of like, oh, like people could listen to this and not get you. Like you're not even hearing the lyrics. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna get my money too. I want to get my money.
Of it.
Yo, oh my God, there's way too many levels of good.
Oh my
Again,
God.
goddamn you for being so talented.
Yeah, if there's one person in this world that I'm jealous of,
Ah.
he would definitely be in the top 3. Like,
He's so good,
oh my god,
out of control, really great.
I think he's the only guy I'm jealous of. The rest are women.
I'm jealous of Dua Lipa or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm
she's-
saying. I wouldn't.
fucking
I
rad.
like MIA better, the one who did Paper Planes.
Uh-huh.
She's one of my favorites too. But
Goddamn.
I didn't assign any of her songs. I should have.
Well, okay. Now here's some bonus shit.
Okay.
Dan, participate if you want. Whatever. I don't know because this is the last minute thing I made Dan do. So, I looked at the top 100 billboards, like I said, and I picked the top 5, and I kind of went through them. The very first song, "Girls Like You," by Maroon 5, featuring Cardi B. Whoa! I don't know who that is. I've heard of Maroon 5. Whatever. I wanted to see what kids are listening to right now, or what's the most popular thing right now.
See, this is what I do every Friday night after I get drunk.
Yes.
It's like going to the Billboard Top 100.
What a weird tradition.
Well, I mean, I'm a teacher, so I have to keep up with the times, bruh.
Yeah, see what kids are into. Yeah, no, I get it. It's a smart move. So basically, this is another spinning camera fucking thing where a guy sings about meeting different women that he wants to bone, I guess, and then different famous or celebrity female celebrities appear behind him whenever the camera rotates. And you just see a bunch of celebrities. I guess the
thought
fun
that was a
is
really
to see
cool video.
I don't know. I was bored out of my mind.
Really?
Yeah, I was fucking bored.
I keep thinking about like how they may have filmed it, basically. You know?
Yeah, I guess there could be some interesting things there. The song was so boring.
Oh, the song is not good. I don't like. The
Oh
song
my
for sure.
god. So that's enough of that. The second song, number 2, is "Sicko Mode" by Travis Scott.
So I only watched the first 30 seconds of this, and
You watched the
holy
best part.
God. Does it get worse after that?
So Drake is in this. I don't know, Dan. I don't fucking know shit about Dick. I like new music. I don't know who Drake is. Like I've seen his face. I'm kind of like, he's a famous guy. I know, whatever. This is featuring him. So when this Sicko Mode Travis Scott came on, and I see Drake, and I'm like, I know who that is. That's Drake. I know he's his own guy. He's not Travis Scott. So I'm like, when is Travis Scott showing up? And the beginning of this music video is really good. It's got a bizarre, like older kind of visual aesthetic, and the colors are all washed out. And I was really into it. And then Drake comes out and he starts rapping, and I liked it. It was good. I was like,
Right.
oh, I'm into this. This is cool. And then after he's done, he gets interrupted by some dude on a horse. Did you get to this part?
No, not yet.
Okay, so Travis Scott, I believe it's him, shows up on a horse and ruins the music video.
It just, yeah, I got to it.
And just his music is not for me. That's all I'll say, because I was
Hey.
not into it.
Hey, you know what makes rap better?
Huh.
Horses.
That's right. It was.
But I will say that, oh my God, that's a
it
really
got
cool
bad,
fucking
is what I'll
scene.
say. He does some very visually interesting things going on in the music video, for sure.
Yeah, this one in particular.
But the music was
Yeah,
rough.
I'm not a fan of the music, but like, oh my, I'm just watching this part over and over and again. It's fucking crazy. Like, what am I watching here? Like, it's like a time lapse almost with him in the front, and it looks like he's shrinking, but then getting bigger.
Ah,
It's fucking crazy.
weird. But yeah, Drake was good in it, I guess. I haven't heard a single Drake song, but I've heard this. Anywho, next one is Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD.
Lucid Dreams.
Or maybe it's Juice WRLD by Lucid Dreams. Not sure.
No, it's Juice WRLD. Is the name of the artist.
So this is probably one of the most unintentionally hilarious music videos
Oh,
I've
boy.
watched in a long time. Dan, I 100% recommend you watch it, and you will laugh tremendously. I guess the singer is a child. I don't know. The lyrics are atrocious. The visuals are childish. Yeah.
He looks
it's-
like a penis.
It's this young kid having his head sticking out of a hole, a carpeted hole, and his head looks like a dick. It's not that his head looks like a dick, is that the only thing you can think of is glory hole in this kid's head, and his neck is all stretched out, and there's like bad makeup and bad
Oh my
special
God, this is
effects.
so bad.
Everything looks shitty. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but his voice is awful. He's such a bad singer. And not in a good way at all. It's just everything about it is cringing pain.
Oh my God.
But that music video is fucking dumb, and it made me laugh. So I don't know. People like it, I guess. So
It's so bad.
that's
What's the
fine
next
if you
one?
like it. But it's not for me. I don't get it at all. Very confusing.
God.
And did you see the Halloween skull or whatever? yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on? And then it's got the God in, like, what's that, Plato? That one famous picture of him reaching out to God or whatever,
Yeah,
Michelangelo.
Adam
But it's
God.
but it's like shitty like movie pro visual lightning
Yeah.
effects. It's so bad. Oh, and it even says who did the editing and the directing. Like, they're super proud, like, ooh, featuring this person. And you're
Oh
like,
look, it's like I'm on to the next one by now.
oh god. Anyways, what, did you have something to say or?
No, the next one, Happier, has what's her face in it from like that one Nickelodeon show.
Oh yes. So Marshmello and featuring Bastille. The song is called Happier. It's a pretty good song. It's pretty catchy. At first I wasn't liking the music video until I finished it, and the dog dies.
Oh, well, that.
And then
thank you for spoiling. That way I
Yep.
don't have to.
Fuck you,
fucking watch
Dan.
it.
And basically, it kind of repeats the cycle of what happens in the beginning, and it's kind of a sad, interesting music video, and it's pretty good. I can see why people would like it. So yeah, there you go. Last one I watched was Better Now by Post Malone, and I see
fucking
this
hate
guy's
this guy.
face.
I
I see
hate
him
him
all
so
the
much.
time. He looks crazy. He has a good voice.
Opinions are opinions, I suppose.
I mean I didn't like this music song really. It's pretty basic. There's not much going on there. It's really trying to appeal to the widest audience. It's just footage of a live show. I mean,
And he's smashing
It's-
an acoustic guitar. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of epileptic causing.
it's
strobes.
just him jacking off his fans, I guess. I don't know what it is. It's not much going on. I don't know if all of them are like this, but it's pretty
much.
unoriginal. It's pretty boring. He
Yeah.
didn't really think of anything interesting to do.
Pretty
The
much.
song is very repetitive.
Well, yeah, welcome to what the kids are listening to now. He's one of the most popular artists.
He barely has. So you know how like you have the chorus of like you'll say the thing, and then it's like ba ba da ba do blah blah blah. I'm gonna say things that are different than before, and then you go do do do, and then you go back to the chorus. This guy is just it's all chorus. I don't remember him saying anything original.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you better now, you better now, you better now, you better now. And I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know if I am. What's happening? Like, are you going to say anything else? It made me think of that weird, I can never find this song, but I really want to find it. It's a Modest Mouse song that he did about Eraserhead. And it's a song about the lady in the radiator. And it's basically called In Heaven, Everything is Fine. And he says that for like 7 minutes. And I like that song a lot, but literally he doesn't say anything else besides In Heaven, Everything is Fine. And it's great. I fucking love it. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Out of the top 5, let's see. Which would be my favorite? Do I have a favorite? I guess Happier is, I guess, the winner. I don't know. They're all not that great, but whatevs.
So
Juice
out of
WRLD
all
is
the ones that
special,
we
though.
did, though, which one is your favorite?
Out of all the ones we did, it's definitely King Tuff. The other.
King Tuff? Wow. Nice.
Yeah. It's really good. Really good.
Yeah.
So, hey.
The other by King Tuff is pretty intense. Fascinating, for sure.
God. Everything about it. The composition, the song, the lyrics are so good. The lyrics are so good. We didn't even touch on those. So yeah, maybe we'll do this again. I don't know. It could be. It's fun. It's an interesting kind of reprieve.
It's a departure.
from Watching.
But, Jared, do you have
films?
a movie to assign?
Yeah, I do, you fucking asshole.
Oh.
Apostle or The Blacksmith and the Devil.
Oh, I want to watch both of those. God
Yeah.
damn. All right, so shit, that's a hard choice because I've been meaning to watch both of those.
Or Secret Third Challenge. Do you want to watch a movie about vampires that looks really stupid called Corbin Nash?
Is it Corbin Nash? I wanted to watch that one too. Fuck. I guess let's do Corbin Nash because it's
Yes,
like, it's a
Corbin
comedy.
Nash. It looks so stupid.
It does, but I still want to watch it.
All right, it looks like Blade, but for dummies.
For like fucking Adam Sandler. Okay, so
okay.
after discovering that he hails from a long line of demon hunters, Corbin Nash heads to Los Angeles and battles 2 brutal, bloodthirsty vampires.
Butt thirsty.
Butt thirsty. Oh, Malcolm McDowell's in this. You know who else is in it? Do you know who else is in it?
Corey
know who else is in
Feldman. Well, don't say his name 3 times. Oh my god, I just saw him in the trailer. He looks so stupid.
Wait, where is he? Oh my god. Oh, holy shit.
Why does he always look
He's gonna give me a
ridiculous in
nightmare.
every film he's in?
Corey Feldman.
Do it. Dan, why did I do this? Why did I
Corey
put in the
Feldman.
Secret Third Corbin Nash when we could have been watching Apostle, a potentially really good film? I'm a fucking idiot.
Hey guys, Corey Feldman's in my apartment. Be my victim. Oh no.
No. God damn it. God damn
You
it. Why was
done
I-
made your bed. You better sleep in it.
Oh, I don't like this bed. This bed is made of ants. All right, guys,
Action,
you know where to
adventure,
find
action,
us. We're running
thrillers.
pretty long.
Yeah, but we can always edit it out.
That's true. That's true. So, Godspeed. Blessings be unto you.
Godspeed.
I hope this was something. And Danny, you have the final fucking word.
Oh, you can fart. Just leave me alone. I don't like how you abuse me so much.
Leave
Good
Juice
night.
WRLD alone.
Love is terrible, as we know from music videos. Good night, guys.